In this week's video, I'm going to talk about how to start a successful health coaching business when you've never done it before. And this may sound silly, but I hear this as an excuse that comes up for people a lot that stops them from moving forward with their business or creating the success that they want. And the excuse is, I've never done it before. I cannot create a successful business because I've never done it before. I don't know what I'm doing, don't know where to start, I don't know what steps to take, I'm not good at it, all these things. And I want to talk about how you can shift this way of thinking and shift this belief and why it's so important for you to do so. So it does not matter if you have zero business knowledge, if you're not good at businessy stuff, any of those excuses that are coming up for you, it does not have to stop you from starting and growing a successful business. And this is why. Because you can learn to do new things. Okay? This sounds silly, but it's super important. If you ever want to create anything new in your life, including a new business, you have to do new things. You have to do things you've never done before, things you maybe have no idea how to do. And if you use that as an excuse, you're limiting yourself to doing the things you've always done before in the past. And if you keep doing what you've always done in the past, you will keep getting the same results that you've always gotten, okay? And so I'm sure you have heard this come up with clients. I've never been able to lose weight before. And if you keep believing that, you're going to keep getting the same result. I've never been able to solve this health issue before. If you keep doing the same things and you keep believing that, you're never going to be able to get a new result, okay? And so I want you to just be aware of this, that if you're telling yourself, I've never done it before, I'm not good at this type of thing, that is an excuse that's keeping you stuck. And the only way you ever do new things in your life is to do things you've never done before, okay? And you can do new things, you can learn new things, and you can do challenging things, okay? And when you believe that and you really start telling yourself that, like, I can learn new things, I can do things I've never done before, I can do things that are challenging, you open up a world of possibilities to yourself. So as opposed to being really confined by who you've always been, what you've always done, like I said, if you really want to hold on to that, then you just keep repeating the same things. You keep creating the same things. But to create something new, to create a new business, you have to do things you've never done before. And you can learn how to do them, okay? So that brings me to number 2, which is, how do you learn how to do new things? You learn how to do them by doing them, by taking action. Okay. And so you don't learn how to do new things by thinking about them, by reading about them. That may be a start, but you're not going to actually learn it until you do it. It's like learning how to play the piano. I can read books about learning how to play the piano. I can learn how to read music, but I'm not going to actually learn how to play the piano until I start doing it, until I start practicing it, until I start pressing the keys and making music. Same thing with your business. You're not going to learn how to run a successful business by reading about it, by thinking about it, by doing 1,000 trainings, by downloading 1 million ebooks, by planning it forever and ever and ever. You only learn how to do it by doing it, by taking action, okay? One step at a time. One step at a time, not having to know the whole thing, how it's all going to work out, all the steps. When you get really obsessed with that, like I have to know how it's all going to work out, you never take action because there's no way to know how it's all going to work out. If I have no I would have had no idea how I would be where I am now in my business. And if I felt like when I was getting started, I needed to know how I was going to get to where I am now, or even how I was going to get to where I was in a year, I would have never started, because there's no way to know until you start taking action. Okay. So action is all about action. Super important. And the next piece then is learning how to let go of perfection. So when you're learning something new, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to mess up. Not everything is going to work out exactly how you want it to work out. And you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with learning, making mistakes, learning from your mistakes, and then trying again and again and again. Okay. Same thing if you reflect back on the example of learning how to play a piano. And if you're like, I can't play the piano unless I play all these songs perfectly the very first time I try it, you would never get anywhere, right? Like that's crazy. Like, how are you going to get good at it? And how are you going to learn how to play the songs until you start practicing them and making mistakes? Same thing with your business. You got to get in there. You got to start doing things. You got to be okay with making mistakes. And that is how you get good at doing things. And that is how you make progress. Okay. The next piece is patience. So anytime you're learning something new, you have to be patient. You have to be okay with the mistakes and know that it's going to take some time to get good at things. It's going to take some time to find what works for you and to kind of get your own rhythm and your own groove going. Okay. And so if every time you don't get the result you want, or things aren't working and you're like, it's not working, I can't do it, you're never going to get anywhere, because you're going to keep turning back around and going to the beginning or giving up. And so you have to be like, okay, didn't quite get the result I wanted, I'm going to try again. And might not be happening as quickly as I want it to, but I really want that result, and I'm willing to be patient and to try again. Okay. So patience is a huge piece, super, super important. And it makes the difference between getting the results you want because you're willing to wait for them versus just giving up and quitting because it's taking too long. Okay. And the next piece I think is super important. It's been super important to me on my business building journey. And really anytime I'm trying something new, is to get support from someone who's already done it. Someone who's already walked the path. They get it. They've been there. They know what to do, and they can help guide me. And I think this is so important. I think it is absolutely essential. If you are trying to start to run a business and you've never done it before, get support from someone who's done it. It's a no-brainer, okay? That might be me. I'd be happy to help you. But if it's not me, find someone else. I don't care who it is. Like, get support from someone who's done it. If you don't, you're taking the challenging, the frustrating, the long route. And a lot of times you think, oh, I'm saving money if I don't get support from someone and I'm not investing in that support. You are not saving money because you're probably missing out on months and months and potentially years of income that you could be making. Okay. So this is about being smart and learning from someone who's already done it. Same thing if you're learning to play the piano. Why not learn from someone who's done it? Like, that's why there's piano lessons, right? Or you're learning a new language. Like, for some reason, we think it's stupid to get support with building a business or that we can do it on our own, when with a lot of different things in our life, we're like, yeah, of course I'd get support with that. Of course I'd pay someone to give me some lessons, right? So the same thing with your business. Like, if you want to take the, I would say, smart and most streamlined path, like, definitely learn from someone who's already done it, and you'll save yourself a lot of frustration. Okay. So I would love to hear from you. Does this belief hold you back? The belief that if you haven't done something, specifically starting a business, that you can't do it or you can't learn how or it's too challenging, okay? And you allow that to hold you back a lot in your life in different things that you want to be doing, new things you want to be doing, new experiences you want to have, new things you want to accomplish? Do you tell yourself, I haven't done it, I don't know how to do it, so I can't do it? Check in with yourself, because it's a game changer when you start seeing this belief popping up for you, okay? So if you found this video helpful, I'd love for you to give it a thumbs up. If you want more videos just like this, subscribe to my channel. I do new videos every week. And if you want to dive a bit deeper into building your business, really being able to scale your coaching business to 6 figures and beyond, I just created a new video training where I walk you through the exact steps. I will link that training below this video. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you next week.